Let's start the lecture from the basic concepts of Internet. The Internet is a global network of billions of computers and other electronic devices. With the Internet, it's possible to access almost any information, communicate with anyone else in the world, and do much more. 3W, the World Wide Web, usually called the web for short, is a collection of different websites you can access through the Internet. A website is made up of related text, images, and other resources. The purpose of a website can be almost anything: a news platform, an online library, a forum for sharing images, or an educational site. Once you are connected to the Internet, you can access and view websites using a type of application called a web browser. Just keep in mind that the web browser itself is not the Internet. It only displays websites that are stored on the Internet. A URL, which stands for Uniform Resource Locator, is a unique identifier used to locate a resource on the Internet. It is also referred to as a web address. In its most common form, a URL starts with HTTP or HTTPS, followed by 3W, then the website name. That can be followed by the address of specific pages or directories followed by specific pages. You may think of URL like a regular postal mail address. The scheme represents the postal service you want to use, the domain name is a city or town, and the port is like a zip code. The path represents the building where your mail should be delivered, and the parameters represent extra information such as the number of apartments in the building, and finally, the anchor represents the actual person to whom you have addressed your mail. URLs are meant to be easy for people to remember and to use. However, computers need information presented to them in different ways before they can navigate to the correct website for you. Your web browser finds web pages using an IP, or Internet Protocol. The IP is a series of numbers which may look something like 172.16.254.1. Imagine if you had to remember a number like that for every website that you wanted to visit. The Internet may never have become popular if that were the case. It's far easier to use word-based URL like google.com, youtube.com, and others. When we type a URL into an address field, your web browser uses a DNS, domain name system, to translate the URL to the corresponding IP. The browser can then use those numbers to bring you to your desired destination. In short, we can say that DNS is the phone book of the Internet. Do you pay attention to whether the URL of the website you are visiting starts with HTTP or HTTPS in your browser's address bar? If not, you should definitely do so in the future, especially when you enter your personal information or make an online payment with your credit card. HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, is a communication method between your browser and the site you want to visit. This allows you to get the information that you need from the server on your browser. HTTPS sends data through plain text. For example, if you were to access your bank's web page and they're using HTTP protocol, a hacker may be able to access it and read any information that you send. This is where HTTPS comes in. Many companies have implemented HTTPS to be able to allow their users to send data securely. So then, how to know if a site is not secure? When a site is not secure, Google Chrome will usually send a warning that says your connection is not private. On Chrome, the URL bar will usually show not secure in red if a site is not secure. HTTPS, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, is a way that communication can happen securely between your browser and the site you want to visit. HTTPS makes a secure connection by using a secure protocol that encrypts your data. For most websites, the best way to have HTTPS is by getting an SSL certificate or TLS certificate. At the moment, SSL has become advanced enough that it supports TLS too. Now let's consider the difference between web page and website. Web page is a document which can be displayed in the web browser such as Firefox, Google Chrome, Opera, Microsoft Edge, or Apple Safari. They are also often called just pages. Website is a collection of web pages which are grouped together and usually connected together in various ways. Web server. A web server is a computer hosting one or more websites. Hosting means that all the web pages and their supporting files are available on the computer. The web server will send any web page from the website it's hosting to any user's browser per user requests. Don't confuse websites and web servers. For example, if you heard someone say, "My website is not responding," it actually means that the web server is not responding, and therefore the website is not available. More importantly, since a web server can host multiple websites, the term web server is never used to designate a website, as it could cause great confusion. In our previous example, we would say, "My web server is not responding." It means that multiple websites on the web server are not available. Search engines. Search engines are a common source of confusion on the web. A search engine is a special kind of website that helps users find web pages from other websites. There are plenty out there: Google, Bing, Yandex, DuckDuckGo, and many more. Some are generic, some are specialized about certain topics. Many beginners on the web confuse search engines and browsers. Let's make it clear. A browser is a piece of software that retrieves and displays web pages. A search engine is a website that helps people find web pages from the other websites. The confusion arises because the first time someone launched a browser, the browser displays the search engine's homepage. This makes sense because obviously the first thing you want to do with a browser is to find a web page to display. Don't confuse the infrastructure with the service. And now let's consider the ways how we can create a website. Today we have more easy and less costly ways to create a website. If not a programmer, someone with basic computer skills can easily create a business or e-commerce website by using website builders. Of course, the first thing you need for creating a website is an idea or a concept for the website. Then a domain name related to the idea, which is the unique online address of your website. Next, you need a hosting plan, which is like renting space on the server to host, save, and maintain your website's content and data. Once you have this in plan, you can start thinking about website design and features to users. This is where website builders and platforms come in to help you design the site and upload content to it. Let's look at the different ways that you can choose to create a website. First way, with the help of website builders. Website builders are pre-designed software that provides tools for designing and constructing websites. Like everything in life, the free ones have limited functionality, but the paid ones come with advanced features and options. These online website builders are best for non-technical people involving little or no programming. They also come bundled with various other services all in one package, such as domain, hosting, templates, and content. So using a website builder to create a website by and for common people is the way to do it. There are various popular website builders such as Wix.com, Squarespace.com, Weebly.com, Googlesite.com, and etc. For example, Wix website building platform is one of the easiest and simplest ways to create any type of website. There are ready-made templates you can choose as per your requirement and your market. Using Wix.com, you can create a business website, blog website, portfolio website, and e-commerce store website in a few hours. Second way to create a website it is with the help of content management system. For example, WordPress is an open-source content management software that anyone can use to create user-friendly, responsive online store, blog, business, and portfolio website. You can use free and premium themes and plugins to create and customize any website. This is one of the best methods to create a website. Some would say the best way of learning to build a website in today's time is WordPress. WordPress themes are pre-designed, category-based website templates that you can use and replace with your own content. There are free themes that you can use for practice, and you can also buy premium themes. For instance, if you want to build a travel agency business website with enhanced functionality for booking guests and etc., you need to buy premium themes. In simple words, all themes are programmed web pages based on your requirements. WordPress plugins are add-on codes that enhance and increase the functionality and website building options for users. There are paid and free plugins for almost all kinds of features that you can use to create a professional-looking website. The third way, with the help of programming languages such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python, SQL, and others. Almost all the websites on the web are created and designed using HTML, CSS, and programming languages such as PHP, Java, jQuery, Python, etc. Even the website builder application WordPress, Wix, Google Site, Facebook, all these websites are created using HTML, CSS, and other various programming languages. If you want a unique website that has not existed before, then choose programming languages. This is the deepest and most classical method, providing unmatched functionality and versatility, but it can take lots of time. For example, if you want a website to look like Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, or YouTube with the same type of functionality on your website, then it's very tough to do it in the website builder, WordPress, and with other use of themes. To do this job successfully, you need very good programming and graphic designing knowledge. It is tough for a single person to become proficient in all this in a short time. It can take 1 or 2 years. Here are some examples of websites that have been created using the Python programming language. This illustrates the coding language versatility. Google, the most popular search engine in the world, uses Python language. Instagram, Python was used to create the backend of Instagram. Spotify, Python is one of the reasons Spotify can serve up audio files with virtually no delay. Netflix, much of the Netflix website and overall service was coded in Python. Uber also was coded in Python. Of course, millions of other websites use Python for some of all their programming, with a number growing daily.